And joining me now on the Drive Time podcast is new Dolphins tight end, Cethan Carter. Cethan, is it fair to call you a tight end?
Man, yep. Tight end, special teams, fullback, whatever you want to call it.
I was going to say a Swiss Army knife sounds like the perfect description for you, but, coming down to South Florida, I see you're wearing the crew neck sweatshirt. I mean, you might have to change your wardrobe, man.
Man, I'm already knowing. This is for airport purposes.
There you go. Yeah, it's the building gets a little bit chilly, so the AC, you got to kind of combat that. Then you go outside and it's like going into an oven. So welcome to South Florida, my friend. So I want to start off and ask you here, just, obviously football is a big part of your life, being a professional football player growing up and doing it through high school and college. Just if you can for us, what has football meant to you in your life and what has it done for you in your life?
It's meant a lot, I always played for two reasons. Played one because I love the game, and two because I played for my mom. I see how hard my mom works, so them was my main two reasons. And the game has done a lot for me. It's changed my life a lot, and looking forward to this new journey down here in Miami.
So you talk about football a little bit, doing some background on you. I saw you were pretty good on the hardwood as well. Was there a moment when you decided, okay, no more basketball, and was that a tough decision for you?
Yep, when I stopped growing, stopped at 6'3". I was like, basketball done for me. Stick to football now.
Because, now if you're 6'10", even, you got to be hitting threes in today's NBA, right?
Yes, new NBA. Put me back in 20 years ago, I might can play. I don't know about now.
There you go. Well, I joked with you about, a tight end or fullback and everything, but how would you describe your football job description? Like, what is it that you bring to a football team? Like you mentioned, tight end, fullback, H-back, special teams, so many different things you do. How would you define your job description?
Yep, I'm really just see myself as a hard worker. Come in, do my job. Might not be the most vocal, but do my job by example. And if I see you slacking off, I'll pull you to the side, let you know. But that's about it. Hard nose, play the game the right way, play hard as I could. Whatever happens, happens.
And so you've met with Coach Flores. I have to imagine that's a shared trait you guys have, right? Was that something that kind of attracted you guys to each other as far as making this happen here in Miami?
Yeah, he said he was looking for a hard-nosed player, someone with grit, come in, do the right things. So I'm ready. I'm excited to be here.
Going back over your career, I got a number here, 26 career special teams tackles. And I also read you didn't play a lot of special teams in college. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Probably about a few kickoff returns here and there, but that's about it in college.
So can you tell me about what that experience was like when you got to the NFL? Because obviously undrafted, you kind of know where you're going to make your spot on the roster, right? Like you have to go through special teams. What was that adjustment like for you?
Yeah, it was a big adjustment, coming in as an undrafted tight end in Cincinnati, not knowing whether you'll make the team or not. And special teams was the main reason why I made it, and I stuck around for a while, Special teams coach in Cincinnati showed me how to be a pro, taught me how to be a pro, and things he taught me has carried me my whole career so far.
Now, I remember last year, Cethan, when we played, the Bengals and Dolphins played in week 13 or so, and one of the things I focused on in my preview was that both clubs had really good special teams units. So you come from one good special teams group to another. I was curious, have you had a chance to meet with Coach Crossman? Do you know much about Coach Crossman?
Yep, I met with him not too long ago. Familiar with how things work here. A lot of the terminology I'm familiar with, so shouldn't be too much of a transition, too hard of a transition.
The reason I ask is because I always give some of the guys that come on the podcast a tough time because I hear them get chewed out by Coach on the field because you can hear Coach from the other side of campus here, and I was wondering if you got any bit of that personality out of him at all.
Oh no, he ain't screaming at me yet. I'm hoping he doesn't. I ain't looking forward to that.
We'll wait till we get on the football field for that. Speaking of your coaches, George Godsey, tight ends coach here and now the offensive coordinator as well, and he runs that tight end room. Now, they've got what they call the muscle room. Is that something you've heard of?
Nah, not yet. I haven't heard of it yet.
So that's what they call their tight end room, about the muscle room. So I'm just curious, are you ready to be part of the muscle club?
Hey, man, if them boys embrace me in there, hey, I'm part of it. I'll be ready for it. I have to put on a little more weight if I'm going to be in a muscle club, man.
Yeah, I definitely have to walk by that room and just completely keep my head down and get out of there. I don't belong there, but I believe you do, sir. One more question for you here, Cethan. I wanted to ask you, if away from the football field, if there was one thing that fans might not know that fans need to know, whether it's a guilty pleasure, like an obscure hobby, what's the number one thing about Cethan Carter we have to know?
Man, I'm a real family man, man. I love my family. I'll do anything for my family. Like I said, I watched my mom bust her tail her whole life, so I really do anything for them.
That's a perfect answer. Can't beat that. We'll go ahead and end right there. Cethan Carter, new Dolphins tight end. Appreciate your time today, man. Best of luck out there.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.